Trump has officially ended it for the NFL in final devastating blow hours after major sponsor pulled out. For the past year, arrogant NFL players have been kneeling during the national anthem to protest racial inequality and police brutality in America. NFL fans have expressed their disgust over these disrespectful protests and have even boycotted the season and canceled their NFL season passes. Then the racist demonstration reached a fever pitch a month ago when President Trump said that NFL players who kneel should be fired, and then he took it one step further, saying that the NFL should lose its tax-exempt status. Now, as ratings continue to plummet in the NFL, the league just received another devastating blow, and many fans are wondering if they can recover from it. Since the beginning of the NFL season, the horrible national anthem protests have morphed from taking a knee, to players raising a black power fist when sacking white players on the field. Instead of NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell's putting a stop to these racially charged protests, he has allowed them to continue despite the public outcry. Americans are now fed up with these anti-American players preaching to them about racial inequality, all while cashing million-dollar checks. Now, these NFL players have become even more arrogant with their actions, believing that they can do whatever they want without any consequences. Though that may be about to change thanks to the steps that Congress is now taking to end their special tax breaks and subsidies for major sports leagues in its tax reform package. Americans were surprised when they learned that NFL receives billions of dollars in taxpayer-funded federal subsidies. In fact, those huge stadiums that these entitled players are kneeling in have been paid for with your hard-earned money, and the amount you have paid is staggering. Last year, Fox News Sports reported that the American public had spent more than $7 billion to build or renovate NFL stadiums, taking on 46% of the total costs of those projects. Even though the numbers are staggering, franchises have been unabashed in their taking of public funds. 5 teams have received more than $400 million from public funding to build and or renovate their stadiums. The Falcons' $1.4 billion stadium has cost the public close to $600 million, and that number is expected to continue to rise ahead of the 2017 opening. To add further insult to injury, Atlanta's deal with the Falcons left no funds for the city to keep the Braves, who then moved north to Cobb County. So, after discovering how much money was spent also these arrogant players could disrespect our veterans off our backs, Congress has decided to step in and make some significant changes. Here is more from Conservative Review. It looks like Congress is taking steps to end some of the special tax breaks and subsidies for major sports leagues in its tax reform package. Professional sports leagues like the NFL enjoy tax exemptions on the municipal bonds that are used to build their stadiums. A provision in Sec. 3604 eliminates this perk. If sports teams want to build new stadiums, they're now going to pay federal taxes to do it. These municipal bond exemptions aren't the only tax breaks carved out for the NFL on the current tax code. On Wednesday, CRTV White House correspondent John Miller highlighted the special tax breaks the NFL receives and pointed out how they shouldn't be getting them if some players want to disrespect the national anthem and flag. Getting rid of the municipal bond tax exemptions is a great start to making sure taxpayers aren't subsidizing a politicized NFL. This is just another blow to the NFL, who is already suffering from many corporate sponsors already dropping advertisements with the NFL due to the national anthem protests. These players seem to have forgotten their place in the grand scheme of things, and if they aren't careful, they could be out of a job soon. You see, these NFL players believe that they are somehow more important than those who fight to keep our country safe. If they have a grievance or an issue they want to draw attention to, then they can do it on their own time. There is no reason whatsoever that they should be allowed to kneel on the sidelines and protest in stadiums that tax dollars funded. The NFL needs to lose their special tax-exempt status and also demand that their players get off their knees and protest. If these NFL players want to protest racial inequality, then they are more than welcome to do that on their own free time and not in uniform.